Hi, welcome back to my channel. It's week 33 of the end of week 33 of my challenge. It's Sunday the 17th of August. So let's go through what sold. First item to sell on the 10th of August was a little wooden toy circus skittle set. This was not a good buy. I took an offer actually and sold it for $9 plus post. It's been listed since September 2023. It was missing the ball. I can't remember what the ball looked like, but I thought, oh, it's a cute little set. Paid $2. You know, someone can easily get a ball from somewhere else to, to use as a skittle thing. Yeah, I priced it up higher than the last, listing. I had it at 10. I can't remember what, but yeah, it's been sitting there for ages. So $9 on an item I paid $2 for. So, sometimes you see, like I can't remember her YouTube channel. I first started watching her. She'd get stuff from the bins in America. And, she does a lot of listings, I think, of selling, spare parts for board games and, things like that. Because people might actually have, games and things that they've lost a piece or whatever and they want to replenish it instead of throwing out the whole game. So, I thought missing a ball wouldn't have been too bad. But, yeah, it wasn't a great buy because it didn't sell for very much at all. So the next one, everything else I sold, I think have been items that I've only just listed last month. So that's good. But yeah, that skittle set was listed from September 23. Next item to sell was actually another one from my own personal collection that I've, pulled out from the shelf last month and then decided to get rid of it. It was a vintage children's book from 1956. And that sold for $24.95 plus post. It actually went overseas to the UK, and the total shipping, I think I charged $38. I can't do maths, as you've probably seen from my other videos. My total was $64.90. I think my total cost of shipping without the cost of the bag that I put it in and the bubble wrap was $34. It's quite expensive for a book. I mean, it's not even that heavy, even though it's a larger kids book. It wasn't that heavy. But yeah, someone paid $24.95 plus, $30 postage. No, nearly $40 postage to go to the UK. So that's my second international sale within a couple of weeks. So I think that's what I might do is just like the more rare or vintage stuff, like those books. Some of the stuff I got listed, I might reassess and whether they're worth, looking at listing for international. Next item to sell was the Big Sky Carvers Bear set of Noel figurines. I paid $5 for the 4 at Vinnie's. I know I did it last year. I think I bought them before Christmas last year. I think they were actually part of their like Christmas displays last year. There weren't any I don't think there were any of this artist stuff listed in Australia when I listed this. I did list it at $49.95 and took an offer for $35. Did I take an offer too soon given it was only listed for a month? I don't know. Maybe I did. Maybe I should have counted, but to be honest, it's just that bit. Like I said, they were sitting on my shelf for like probably a good year, or maybe almost a year before I decided to finally photograph them. It's because I hate the idea of selling breakables. So I think I just left it on my shelf for quite a while because I just didn't want to think about the postage. But they paid $20 postage on that, so it was $35 plus 20 postage. Shipped them out a couple of days ago, so I'm yet to see if they arrived all safe and sound. But I bloody bubble wrapped them. My husband brought home a whole heap of this, not polystyrofoam stuff, but the foam stuff that if you cut it, it doesn't shred and go everywhere. So I managed to use some of that. So some of the packaging I used was, just stuff that I've been able to recycle and get for free. So yeah, I was happy to take the $35, given I only paid $5 for it, and the postage was on top of that. Next item to sell was another one that I did pick up in an op shop for $1. I thought I might use it in junk journaling or crafty stuff, but then I decided to list it and I sold it for, it was this 3D card making set. Sold it for $19.95 plus $12 post. So I think that was good little sale on $1 purchase. And then the very last item to sell this week sold, another one, another sale from my personal books that I, culled the other month. And that was the case of the counterfeit coin, a 1960 vintage, you know, kids, young adult, you know, what do you call them? Teenage book, mystery book. And that sold for $19.95 plus $12 post. That one actually went to someone in SA, so the postage actually only cost me $8.70, I think, because I bought the label through eBay for the extra small satchel. They've still got that cheaper rate going, so yeah, managed to only. I do feel a bit guilty when I make money on postage, but you know, I think at the time when I listed it, I thought I'd get it in a small padded mailer, but it actually fit in the extra small, so otherwise I probably would have only charged like $10 postage. But anyway, that was it. So 5 sales this week, and so yeah, so the summary total of that is for 10th of August to the 16th of August is $204.80. It's actually more than I thought, even though, you know, I probably could have added up my sales over the week. When I just did the summary for that week, it actually added up more to what I thought, probably because of the overseas postage. That probably makes that seem a bit bigger. So $204.80, $29.66 in fees, leaving $175.14 before my postage and tax amount comes out. Total of 5 items sold to 5 individual buyers, with the average sales price being $40.96. Okay, so where does that leave me in my challenge? Well, I have finally cracked the $3,000 mark. I'm currently sitting at $3,040.45. Still have $10,959.55 to go. So my percentage of my goal is sitting at 21.7%, and I should be at 63%. But yay, I'm really happy to tick over to that $3,000 mark. That sounds a bit better than 2,000 and something. So yeah, happy to have cracked that. Yesterday, my husband and I took a drive in the afternoon to the Adelaide Hills. We went to 2 secondhand bookshops and 3 op shops. So I did do some filming of that. I haven't checked it. I've still got issues. I know actually I went to 4. We went to a tip shop in Mount Barker as well. And I know my camera somehow flipped and I've got it all up the wrong way. So whether I can salvage that and, you know, flip it and work it out in editing. But yeah, so I did do a film of that, and then just filmed all the stuff that we bought. Pretty much all of it was personal stuff, but there was, I think there's only 1 item actually of everything we bought that I'm going to put on eBay. Yeah, so anyway, I'll edit that today or this week as well, and probably get that up on Wednesday. But otherwise, yeah, that's the end of my week. So thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you next week. Bye.